Greetings, friends. I wanted to just say thank you very much for each one of you individually. It's very difficult for me to say thanks or express thanks. Sometimes I like to try to express thanks in deeds, in actions, in the things that I do. Sometimes it's just too easy to thank. But sometimes when the time flows and goes, and sometimes it's just important to take that chance and find a few words to say thanks. Because the thanks it's a very thoughtful process, and I hold a lot of you for a long time in my mind, and think about things that you've said or think about things that you've expressed in various ways. And sometimes it takes a great understanding, or more to stand by one another, not above or below, but just to stand by. And sometimes the time goes and I'm not seeing that the time moves, and I live in a timeless but the world spins, the world changes, the hours change. And so sometimes I need to wake up and stand up and say, okay, the time is now. Enough time has been spent on one thing, now needs to be time for another. And sometimes in the process of trying to share my time amongst people, I have to make priorities or compromises. I have to take care that something doesn't get left out or come too short. But some things, it's almost like the longer it takes me for an answer, that more important that answer was to me, the more thoughts, the more thank I can give. So I can only really say how much I appreciate what everybody's doing. Some people are taking on difficult roles, and other people are taking on maybe less difficult roles. But nevertheless, we're all standing by each other and playing the roles that we need to play, to be who we feel we are, to rise to our own authority, to rise to our own power, and to understand the authority of others when that authority is right. And so I do seek to find those who have a rightful claim to that authority, and not to undermine authority, and yet not to make others responsible for things. And so sometimes I can't find the words, I can't find a way to express my thanks, but this video is maybe just something that fills that gap. And I know in my heart that I shouldn't think that you cannot find understanding in my words. I can give you the benefit of the doubt, if there is any doubt, and say that, that you are good, and it will be right. Sometimes I'm not sure whether it's my fears or my ego or my humbleness. Sometimes I have such a war with myself, such a battle on the inside between my ego and myself, my humble self, that it just leaves me overwhelmed for actions and words. And then I have to think about what's the true meaning, what's the true intent, what am I doing it for, what am I doing anything for. And that's a good contemplation, that's a good place to be, it's a good place to rest. And I hope that we find the patience and do those things. So yeah, just like to say again, thanks ever so much, and I'll see you all soon. Cheerio.